I just realized I got some paint on my fingers that I'm going to try and rub off real quick before it fully sets in. Please excuse me. When I opened the door to my stream room, I wonder if you could hear the dishwasher going off in the background. Doing all my performative chat tests. Alright, they're coming through. Good. Oh, man, what the hell happened today? I'll see if I can find something stupid immediately off my front fucking page. Oh, well. Here's some breaking news. Some more depressing news. AMK mapping. Violent clashes have broken out along the Thai-Cambodia border, with both sides engaging in mutual artillery shelling and small arms battles. The Thai Royal Air Force has carried out at least 8 airstrikes against Cambodian positions, while Cambodian artillery shelling has killed at least 1 Thai soldier. Well, guess that peace deal lasted. You know, like, before this even happened, I doubt anyone fucking, like, could even conceive of Thailand and Cambodia having a border dispute. Like, if anything, when it comes to these Southeast Asian countries, you're more concerned about them having civil unrest and civil wars than ever fighting each other. Because, I don't know, they're so poor or whatever. And this Carolina Lion account, you know, back when it was a Biden administration, I probably was liking them a lot, their account. They're a big, like, America critic, although they don't come off as annoying as fucking Larazza Respecter over here. I forget what his name. He's actually a half Swedish, half Ethiopian, or some Horn African gentleman who lives in Sweden presently, and he is the most annoying and petulant anti-Americanist you can find out there on the internet. He also writes at Unheard. I forget his actual name. He's been under different tags such as Sword Mercury or Juche Respecter. Juche as in reference to the state Marxist ideology of the Democratic People's Republic of Korea, aka North Korea. So now this account I guess they are principled. The Carolina Lion account is more principled in how they are continuing to be a naysayer against America, regardless of who's president. But you know, back when it was under Biden and we had a weekend at Bernie's presidency, effectively, Just gonna lower my volume slightly. It's going up in the red too much. We were having a real weekend at Bernie's presidency with Biden. You know, it was easy to agree with Carolina Lion here, like, oh yeah, we're being led astray. Now that I feel like we're on a bit of a more correct path with Trump, with some pitfalls, I will not say he has been infallible this far, or has not wielded mistakes. If anything, the biggest thing being the tariffs. You know, it's been more like, you know, bittersweet, like looking at Carolina Alliance tweets critiquing the U.S. and just like, sometimes sometimes I agree, like, yeah, Trump's fucking up on this effort, and also, but also sometimes I feel like being a naysayer for the sake of being a naysayer, or incorrectly critiquing the U.S. But yeah, well, that ceasefire lasted about 2 months. We'll see what happens. Let me hold up. Let me make sure I'm on the right account. Get into my observer account. U.S. layoffs set to surpass the Great Recession levels, on track to be the worst since the Great Depression. Oh boy. I'm hearing some people, like, I don't know, like, where it is. I forget the account, but I've seen some people, like, saying, looking for 2026, it's looking good. And there's also, there's another account. I guess I'll find it real quick before I go to it. Let's see here. This account posted a video, some guy in Louisiana. I'm putting in tags on my Twitch. Holy shit, I just checked. I'm looking through Twitch. There's a from the river to the sea hashtag, which I don't consider a call for genocide. There is a lot of semantics that can go into that phrase. So, you know, I can read into the intentions of some people, but, you know, I'll just be blunt. Depending on the color of their skin or their ethnic background, I'll take it as a genocidal threat or not. And the less white it is, the more I'm inclined to think, oh, they want to kill them all. Just to be blunt. But I wouldn't like consider the phrase a call to violence or incitement in any sense, or hate speech or whatever. Although you shouldn't acknowledge such a thing as hate speech to begin with. But as this guy has been going on about, he's been getting a lot of work as of late, because now that ICE has been ripping through Louisiana, there's not enough illegals who are willing to go out and work. And actually, what's his face? Where's the view post engagements, quotes? Oh yeah, there it is. JD Vance retweeting it all. Mass migration is theft of the American dream. It has always been this way, and every position paper, think tank piece, and econometric study suggesting otherwise is paid for by people getting rich off the old system. Yep. Agree with that. So maybe we can see some lower level work uptick, some more blue collar work uptick, but it's not going to be evenly distributed. Because like even with the investments in AI and the building of server racks, well, once the buildings are there, there will need to be maintenance staff, but those places, they're not going up in like Pennsylvania, Michigan, or Wisconsin, the blue wall states that Trump was able to get the trifecta of, although he only really like needed one. They're going up in places like Texas, Arizona, which you'd think they shouldn't, because of how, you know, if I was going to build a data center, I'd try and like get it as north as possible and near water, because that would probably like help with cooling systems. Whereas down where it's dry and hot. Then again, down here in Texas, as I have learned, you do not have room. You cannot have basements in your houses out here, which I am used to coming from the northeast of the U.S. Because if you dig down like 3 feet, you hit the water table and the holes start filling up, especially out here in Houston. You'd have to like dig in and build in a giant like concrete fucking after 10 minutes I dropped my first F-bomb. Good. You'd have to put in a giant like concrete containment containment construction of some sort to keep the water out. And probably seal it to hell and back. In any case, so being surrounded by ICE agents. Now, I'm not obstructing anything, I'm observing. Oh, what's this? Man warns people that their social media immigration, about their social media. Immigration is watching you. They're checking your Facebook, your Instagram, your TikTok, your LinkedIn, everything. Your social media applications could get you, could get your green card or visa denied. Yes, we should be screening through people's social media to determine like, well, are they blatantly hostile to the US? Are they blatantly committing fraud in any way? So like you put it out there publicly, like that's fair game. In any case, what was I talking? I was gonna go to fucking Juche Respecter and see what the fuck. What is it? Alright, fine. They changed their name to La Raza. I'm not following them, but I guess I should. What the heck is this? By the way, the most serious crime in this world is tax evasion. If you don't pay your taxes for 4 months, you'll be immediately wanted and your life will be in danger. What fucking video game is this from? Oh, and this is Kim Jong-un's sister that everyone was like fawning over for a moment. Alright, what the fuck is this account? The real chosen people, Somali American political action community? Oh, this has gotta be, is this real? Right to return, what, this is, wait, right to return is a thing related to Israel. This account joined in 2023. We're from Europe, European App Store, okay. Somali Defense Forces are currently paragliding into Texas. We are using their tactics against them. So, what the fuck is this account? Okay, what is this AI image? You have the fucking belt feds. I'm assuming this is the AI thinking like, oh, these are supposed to go in the gun, but it doesn't understand what a belt fed is. Tripod, what the fuck is this account? We're ready to implement the Sandoval Directive any day of the month. I'm Somalia Chai, no hot. What the fuck is this account? Randy Fine is officially fired from SAPAC. Randy, you're not supposed to eat the shekels. What the fuck is this account? Just 5 dancing Somalis doing what we do. Okay, so this is a reference to the dancing Israelis incident, although when you look into it, it's not that clear. I forget what his name was. If I had an audience, I'd care enough to actually find the article and put it out. We actually did a deep dive actually looking into the FBI investigation of these 4 individuals. To keep it short, apparently the guys were all like visa overstays who were working for a moving company after getting off IDF service. And then the company, like, once the investigations happened, they all shut down and fucking fled because they were doing blatant visa fraud, or, you know, working without authorization with the United States. I think there's something, some people said that like 2 of them were Mossad agents. I'm not sure if that's true. What the fuck is he retweeting? My daughter Ivanka just arrived in South Korea. We cannot have a better or smarter person representing our country. What the fuck? This is like... Alright, I'm not going to pay attention to that. That's some semantics. MAGA supporters are surprised to learn that our ethnic Mac Io cheese originated in ancient Somalia and has been culinary staple for the Somalis for centuries. What the fuck? I'm so confused. I forget if La Raza Respecter, whether this guy is Nayib Bukele, it's not Nayib Bukele, but I'd have to figure out what his actual name was. It's some weird like Somali name. I forget where he's actually from. I swear it's in East Africa. or at least his father or mother was. I guess he's getting really pissed off that they're going after the Somali community, so maybe he's of Somali extract. U.S. layoffs are to see the great financial crisis levels. All right, fell for it again award. What's this one? It's really annoying that the best way I seem to have to improving my art is to just do about absolutely nothing for 2 to 3 months. Pixel art is kind of a bitch to learn, and doing the portraits on my own was a business calculation in this project, but at this point it's a sunk cost. What are you developing, a video game? What Somalian food do you like the most? I'm so confused. Who the fuck is that? I'm not following him. Whatever. Trump rages at Henry Cuellar. That's the guy from the southeastern chunk of the Rio Grande Valley. He's one of the most, or maybe am I getting this right? Let me look this up just to be absolutely clear. I'm pretty sure he is one of the most like conservative Dems out there because he's Hispanic. Yeah, he's oh, fuck off, Wikipedia. Don't donate to Wikipedia. Yeah, Laredo, Texas, that's what's his district? Yeah, it's down here. Holy gerrymander, motherfucker. Look at that shit. It spreads all the way up to San Antonio. What the hell? That's just egregious. Is that changing? Are they keeping it like that? Is that like the one like Hispanic chunk of the, is this like all Hispanic territory? Yeah, so he's like one of the most conservative Democrats out there, like he's pro-life. Oh yeah, conservative Democrat. And he won re-election despite the Rio Grande Valley, which definitely covers, definitely part of his district does cover. How much did he win? What? Let's see here. President went to the president. The district went to Kevin Allred, or what's his name? Yeah, this is like gerrymandered to keep all the Hispanics there. But he won, he kept the, he won it. He won the district. So, in the 2024 presidential election. Oh yeah, this district was one of 13 congressional districts that voted for Donald Trump in the 2024 presidential election, who while simultaneously electing a Democrat in the 2024 House of Representatives. What's this? Huh. It's just what is this? NBC News article. All right, not gonna look up into that. So what is Trump complaining about? A letter about their parents just put, after reading it, I decided that the interest of justice and based on the dollar's loving request that I would give Henry and Ilmeda a full and complete pardon. Oh yeah, he pardoned them for some like financial crime or something. I never spoke to the congressman, his wife, or his daughters, but felt very good about fighting for a family that was tormented by very sick and deranged people. They were treated so badly, signed the papers and said to people in the Oval Office that I did a very good, perhaps life-saving thing. God was not very happy with me that day. What? Then it happened. Only a short time after signing the pardon, Congressman Henry Cuellar announces that he will be running for Congress again in the great state of Texas, a state where I received the highest number of votes ever recorded. Again, Trump going to constant superlatives that are probably not strictly true. As a Democrat, continue to work with the same radical left scum that just weeks before wanted him and his wife to spend the rest of their lives in prison and probably still do. Such a lack of loyalty, something that Texas voters and Henry's daughter. Okay, so he pardoned him, and then I guess tried to get him, thought the deal would be, oh, he's not going to run again, because if he goes out, looking at the district, Cook PVI is pegging the district as R+2. Now that's slim. Hold up, go down to the 2024 election. So he won with 52% of the point. So he does have, all right, who's Jay Furman? That doesn't sound like a Hispanic name, but it sounds like it's R+2, but he still sweeps it. He did go down. So the district does seem to be leaning. So maybe if you lose the incumbent, if there's an incumbent that goes away, there might be a Republican who can get in there. And They're trying to squeeze in as many Republicans they can, sure Republican seats that they can, in order to shore up for the midterms. So I guess Trump's feeling betrayed by this, and in other words, Trump admits he was trying to use his pardon power to buy a Republican House seat. Not even Trump himself is immune to his fell for it awards. Lamau. All right. Fair point. What's this? When you're living under a tyrannical regime that has been tyrannizing its people for decades, and Boomer is explaining that the Second Amendment protects us from tyranny. Oh, I guess this is supposed to be you nodding in agreement just to make him happy, even though you don't believe it. To be certain, they do have a point. Like, the government's not going to out and out say, oh, we're just going to abate the Second Amendment at that point. They couldn't pull that off if they want to. Will probably be like slow, winding, like, slow, ever so expanding mandates that, like, make it more legally impossible for pretty much anyone to have a gun in the US through, like, some federal mandates that affect state funding. If they don't go through with it, state lose their funding. So only, like, safe havens like Texas, which can and do often, like, refuse federal funds for things in order to be completely autonomous and not have to abide by federal standards, could you do that? Whereas a lot of, like, even deep red states might start complying and making it more of a hassle to own a gun, like permits and stuff. Like, you can imagine a federal funding bill that, in order for there to be police funding for police or counterterrorism efforts or federal training for state and local police, there has to be you have to have universal permitting, and all states must adopt may issue permitting systems to carry a gun openly or concealed. And then somehow you get the Supreme Court to okay that, and then a lot of states have to adopt that standard. I know that doesn't sound like out of it. I'm talking hypothetically if, like, we had a a Democratic president or Democratic controlled government, both Congress and president, as well as, like, I don't know, they do the court packing, like some of them have been musing about right now, because the court isn't really stacked in their favor at this point. So you could see something like that where it's just a slow thing that makes these small little statutory things that keep adding up over time that make it so most people aren't allowed to own a gun. Like, you have to some way preemptive permitting before you can buy a gun, or including stuff about mental health, which this is a flat thing. No, don't ever, like, put that in there, because once you say mental health, that is a very nebulous thing that can be continually, like, expanded through judicial fiat or executive fiat. In any case, about 23 minutes. What's going on today? U.S. jobs cuts reached 1.7 million through November 2025. Well, even in my workplace, we've been getting people laid off. Although it hasn't necessarily been young guys. It's mostly been the older people who maybe should retire. One guy who's definitely looking like he was probably going to retire, and so they cut the cord on him early. And they're keeping me and the other young guys around because we're cheap. Our salaries haven't fucking expanded. Portland quits. All right, already saw that. Seattle Pride March pits Egypt. Seattle's Pride match pits Egypt against Iran in World Cup. What the fuck? All right, I'm not touching that. I don't care. Enoch Powell. Japan frustrated at Trump's administration's silence over Roe with China. Oh yeah, that is something to talk about, is that Sanai made that statement in the Japanese national diet, and then basically sounds like Trump is really concerned with trying to get this trade deal through with China. And so he's telling, like, Japan, like, calm down and stop pissing them off so I can get this through. Now, I'd be, like, in Japan's position, maybe I'd feel a little bit gutted, but understand that we need to keep America on side. So I kind of want to, all right, Let's see here. Copy clean link. All right, let me go to archive dot. Because this is how you get around paywalls. Oh God, CAPTCHA. Bus, bus, bus. That's a truck. I don't see anything there. Oh my God. Oh God, I forgot this might take a while. Alright, let's see here. This guy tweet anything as of late? No, he's still back on December 3rd, so not much news out of Japan. Guess I should follow this guy. Breaking news. They've caught Walter White cosplayer at Tokyo Comic Con. What the hell? This is Tokyo Comic Con. This looks too much like an actual like US cop cosplay. Because most Japanese police don't have a gun. From the backside, I'm guessing this is not an actual cop. That's funny. Wondered how Predator consumes a beverage. Here's a clip from Tokyo Comic Con. What the fudge? Oh, he's taking the fingers. This is an impressive cosplay, I will admit. Oh. Is that just water? Open his mouth like that. Damn. That's impressive that he came up with a way just to do that. Oh, he drank like half of it. Damn. God damn, it's still taking a while. Millennials averaging 4.0 recessions per lifetime is an insane stat line. Yeah, I guess there was a recession in 2001 or 2000, the dot-com bubble bust. Then the 2007, 2008 recession, then the COVID recession. So, and now this one. So. The dumbest country. Wow, thank you, Mr. President. We love your golden era. I'm not sure. I'll be honest, the tariffs are probably not helping, but the AI craze is probably doing a lot to help. Is doing a lot as well. To bring it up. Oh, what is it? Actman. Oh, that's Actman. All right. We aren't on the verge of recession. We are in recession. Trump's stupid, unconstitutional terrorist. This is all on him. MAGA. MAGA, MAGA. It's Joe Walsh. I forget who the hell this guy is. We've had the Great Recession. We've had the Great Depression. This is the what? The Great what? I don't know. The Great Contraction. These layoffs should concern everyone. It will only accelerate over the next few months. These shifts are happening rapidly and the average person isn't prepared for what's coming. We're entering one of those unpredictable periods in human history. I agree to a certain extent because like this AI craze. One, I think like people are going to overinvest in a certain extent and then realize, oh, AI can't do absolutely everything and we're fucking losing it. And then there'll be some overinvestment. And they're gonna have to hire back some people. The important thing would be again cutting down on white collar visa workers, like specifically H-1B, so that if there's any sort of correction where companies realize, oh, we actually have to hire back a bunch of these like office drones, that they're not going immediately to H-1B workers. Oh yeah, from the Democrat account, Is this the official Twitter account? This year, U.S. employers announced the highest number of layoffs since the 2020 pandemic recession and the lowest numbers of planned hires since 2010. This is Trump's economy. Yeah, regardless of whether or not all the factors are your fault that led to this, you own it, and the voters will as well. The economic collapse I said was coming early next year is still on pace. You're going to have the low housing prices you want, but like I said, the flip side to this is your countryman losing everything. We'll see. People may be like on jobs with like, if they lose their jobs, then they might not be able to pay their mortgage. So they might have to like foreclose. Actually, I don't know how that happens. Like, is there any way you can go up to the bank and say like, all right, I can't make interest payments. Take the house can we sell the house and let it go? But then again, if the house loses value over the mortgage, I forget. I don't understand. I don't understand it at this point because I've never had to experience foreclosure in any case. Let me ask. Let's ask. Oh, is this still going? Oh no, it read into the paywall too. Fuck. Never mind. Fine. Let's ask Grok about foreclosure. I got fired and seemingly will not be rehired anytime soon. I have a mortgage. Edge and I know I will run out of savings. Like, I'm wondering what the procedure, like, can I go up to the bank and say, actually, wait. Also, the house value has now dropped below what it was purchased for. Now dropped for by 10%, and it's likely to fall further. All right, Grok, tell me what I'm supposed to do. I'm still a renter right now, so this ain't my problem right now. And I've seemingly am fucking secure in my job as is. I should have prefaced this with this is a hypothetical. Breakdown steps. Secure immediate income sources. Apply for unemployment benefits if you're in the US. Look for quick cash flows. Government assistance. Depending on your income drop, you might be qualified for programs like SNAP, Medicaid. All right, well, I could be a welfare leech. There's that asset. It's in country budget. Track every expense for the next month to see where you can slash costs, introduce non-essentials by 23% or more. Handle the mortgage directly. Contact your lender ASAP. Don't wait until you're behind. Call your mortgage servicer via the number on your statement and explain your job loss. Ask about forbearance, a temporary pause or reduction in payments. Common post-COVID still available via FHA, VA, conventional loans. Okay, well, I'm a veteran, so maybe I'll have that in there. This might add missed payments to the loan and or require a lump sum later. Loan modification. Permanently adjust terms like interest rate or extend the loan to lower monthly payments. If the rates are low, as of late of 25, they're around 6 to 7% for 30-year fixed, and your credit is solid, this could help, but with job loss, approval might be tricky. If federally backed, you have extra protections. Use their lookup tools to confirm. Avoid defaulting if possible, as it tanks credit and would lead to foreclosure. Process takes 3 to 6 months typically, but varies. Evaluate the house situation. With a 10% value drop and potential more, you're likely not deeply underwater yet, especially if you had decent down payment. But if prices keep falling, holding could offer worse things. Options consider. Rent it out. If feasible, become a landlord. Rent the whole house or rooms via Airbnb, Craigslist to cover mortgage. Check local laws and HOA rules. This might require lender approval if it's your primary residence. Sell now. Get a free appraisal or use sites like Zillow for an estimate. If you can sell without a huge loss, factoring the closing costs, it unloads the burden. In a declining market, acting early might beat waiting. If underwater, explore a short sale. Lender agrees to less than owed or deed in lieu of foreclosure. If you expect to rehire soon on the market or rebound, use savings for variance to bridge, but don't drain everything. Aim to keep 3 to 6 months emergency funds post-crisis. Ramp up job hunting, build credit buffers. Let me just clarify. If I want to cut my losses and give up you, there's some way to cut my losses by giving up the house to the bank. Bank came out and they're renting where cheaper or moving in with family or willing friends. This is why I'm wondering, can I just say, all right, just take the house? Or does that count as foreclosure and would count against my credit score? Internet has been slow today. I don't know what it is. To voluntarily surrender a house to the bank or lender to cut your loss, avoid full foreclosure process, and free up yourself to move out and pursue cheaper renting or staying with family and friends. This can help stop the financial bleed for mortgage payments when you're underwater, owing more than the home's worth, and facing a job loss. The main operation is deed in lieu of foreclosure or a short sale, both of which are generally better than letting the house go into full foreclosure. I'll break it down so I said. Deed in lieu of foreclosure. This is essentially what you're describing. You voluntarily transfer the deed, ownership of the house back to the lender in exchange for them releasing you from the mortgage debt. It's a negotiated agreement to avoid foreclosure court proceedings. How it works: contact your lender servicer via the number on your mortgage, request DIL. They'll review your finances and the property. Provide proof of hardship, job loss docs, bank statements showing depleted savings. If approved, you sign over the deed, the lender cancels the remaining debt or most of it, and you move out, often with a short timeline, 30 to 90 days. The lender takes possession and sells the house themselves. Eligibility: proven financial hardship, like unemployment and inability to pay. You don't qualify for other relief like loan modification or forbearance. The home is in decent condition, no major damage. No other liens, second mortgage, HOA fees, or they must be resolved. Not all lenders offer it, but federally backed loans via you often do. Well, I guess I'm covered that way. Pros: avoids the lengthy, stressful foreclosure process, which can take 3 to 12 plus months depending on your state. Potentially quicker resolution, letting you move on faster to renting or crashing with friends or family. May include cash for keys incentive from the lender, e.g. $1,000 to $5,000 to move out cleanly. Less public record damage than foreclosure, which could make future renting or buying easier. All right, so so deed in lieu of foreclosure sounds like, the great way to do it. Save your credit score, just admit, all right, I can't do this, take the house, and I guess me over. Still hurts your credit. Typically 100 to 250 point drop report is settled or for less than owed and stays on your credit report for 7 years, similar to foreclosure, but often viewed less harshly by future lenders. All right, so I will have to take that hit. Tax implications: the forgiven debt If you owe 300K but the house is worth 270K, that's 300K forgiven. Could be treated as taxable income by the IRS unless you qualify for exclusion. Like at your primary residence, check the Mortgage Forgiveness Debt Relief Act status of 2025. Oh, wow. As it may be extended or lapsed. You get a 1099-C form that might need to file IRS Form 982 for relief. Lender might not approve if the market drop isn't severe enough or if they think foreclosure is better for them. You lose any equity. Though with a 10% drop, you likely have none and can't stay in the house. Compared to full foreclosure, DIL is better because foreclosure tanks credit score more severely, 300 points, leads to eviction, and makes it harder to rent or buy for years. But DIL is denied, defaulting could lead to foreclosure anyway. Short sale as alternative. If DIL isn't approved and doesn't fit, consider a short sale. You sell the house for less than you owe, with lender approval forgiving the difference. How it works: list the house, often with a realtor experienced in short sales. Find a buyer, submit the offer to your lender for approval. If okayed, close the sale. Lender takes proceeds. You move out. All right. After surrendering the house, moving out, rebuilding finance. All right, whatever. All right, enough about ranting that. So, good educational lesson there about what to do if you're fucked in your house. Metaphorically speaking, financially, metaphorically speaking. Oh, this article. He make it unpaid? Did he put a paywall on here? Nope. But if I wanted to listen to it, I'd probably have to pay for it. Although that seemingly is not on the phone. Substack does have the article to read the article to you. Sometimes I'll use it to listen to things in the car. In any case, what was this? Hypothetical distribution of the Hibernian forest based on absence of Germanic settlement and Roman villa rustica. Is that the Rhine River? This looks like, there's a Bohemian, this looks like a Bohemian basin. That looks like Silesia. This looks like the Alps. And that looks like Slovakia. Of the Hyrcanian forest. Interesting. I never heard of this. The Hyrcanian forest. I guess this is the forest that runs like in the belt north of the Alps. Into the Carpathians and up to the Rhine River. Yeah, this looks like Baden over here. Reagan's 1986 amnesty bill seems to have created the whole modern concept of birthright citizenship, which also seems to have hijacked uses of citizenship and of birthright. Lots of interesting details, e.g. spikes for Henry V, 1830 nullification crisis, and end of Reconstruction. What the? Let's see here. Birthright citizenship, anchor babies. Took off, I guess, around 1986. Citizenship. What is this? Citizen. There's a dip here for some reason. There's an inflection point to citizenship increase. I don't know what to make of this graph. Birthright. This is part of a larger post. Potted history. The concept of a citizen and birthright emerged from the Anglo-Reformation. Anglo-Reformation. From what? Like when King Henry VIII created the Church of England? And citizen becomes more salient via 18th century Whiggery, but once political rights are formally universalized across families in the mid-19th, birthright and citizen lose meaningship and citizenship rises. If there's no meaningful particularity of birth granting you your birthright, and no meaningful political difference between citizen and subject, then birthright and citizen lose meaning. And if they lose to mass democracy versus e.g. to meritocracy or absolutism, then citizenship is just a give. I'm not sure I follow what's going on here. The main thing to think about what am I thinking? With birthright citizenship is, are people who are on a temporary basis and people who here are legally, are their children granted U.S. citizenship? It's not just a given that if you're born in the territory of the U.S., that's not explicitly what it says. It said the 14th Amendment says people born within the United States and subject to this jurisdiction thereof are natural born citizens. This did not include Native Americans born on U.S. soil, because I guess we saw like some understood Native American tribes or Indian tribes as like this total state where anybody born of them is a member of the tribe, and therefore is not subject to the jurisdiction thereof, even if they're born inside the U.S. U.S. territory for whatever reason. This has been completely ameliorated because by the 1920s we passed some act granting citizenship to all Indians and making all their reservations domestic dependent nations. So revoking birthright citizenship would not affect them, as one of my boomer lib co-workers was concerned about. With US v. Wong Kim Ark, Chinese guy born to parents who had permanent residency and then went to China and then returned and was rejected, sued on the grounds that he was natural born citizen, and the courts agreed because his parents were given leave to remain in the U.S. permanently. I don't even think they ever became citizens, but they got like access to permanent residency, and that was enough for the court to say, oh, he's a natural born citizen because his parents had permanent residency at the time of his birth. It was like apparently the court went all the way back to like medieval England to say, oh, if somebody's born then, he's recognized as like a king's subject. Something like that's how far back they had to go for that. But people who are here not legally recognized by the U.S., is that subject to the jurisdiction thereof? Like, they're not supposed to be in here. They don't have legal status. And then people here on a temporary basis, like, because of course there is birth tourism, where you can plan a flight to fly into the U.S., give birth in the U.S., and then that says that child becomes your ticket back into the U.S. You don't even necessarily have to take him with you. You just have to keep the documentation and prove that to keep that he's a citizen. So, if anything, my best bet for what happens with the SCOTUS ruling on birthright citizenship is, I think we might get a compromise option, which is this: going forward, children born to parents that are both illegal in the country or both here on a temporary basis are not natural born citizens. However, anybody granted citizenship up to this point before this ruling, their citizenship cannot be revoked. Maybe with the addendum that it could be if passed by an act of Congress to leave that door open. Sort of like kicking the ball to another branch of government, because that would be a real because that would be politically toxic, prevent from happening. Because that would just seem like cruel to to pass Congress to strip tons and millions of people of their citizenship. That would probably, I would say, is what the best likely case we can get. A full court ruling that we are going to get that not only is people born to illegal immigrants and people here on a temporary status are not natural born citizens, anyone unborn to those parents under those circumstances are also have their citizenship revoked. That is probably not going to happen. I don't see Roberts and Barrett being able to be that harsh. Best likely case scenario we can get is some compromise option where anyone who's a citizen now keeps it, but going forward, yes, you can deny citizenship to people born to people here on a temporary basis and illegal immigrants. So we can stop the problem going forward, even if we have to live with the consequences afterward of what we've been through thus far. Worst case scenario, the court completely cucks and say, yeah, no, regardless of whether or not they're here illegally or or here on a temporary basis, they are U.S. natural born U.S. citizens, and then we're fucked with that for a while. To a certain extent, I don't even think it would, unless you are sure that the court's going to rule that way, I wouldn't have brought this case up, because once we get a ruling, we're kind of stuck with it, barring a constitutional amendment. So we'll see what happens. I don't know when it's likely to happen. Maybe before the midterms at this point. Yeah, we got 50 minutes. Let me go to Clash Report and see what happened. Where did I even leave off today? I haven't checked Telegram much today. Like 25 messages. Oh, there's only like 34. Something about Nigeria is the last night. Oh, some of this stuff was stuff from last night. What is this? U.S. envoy Tom Barak. Israel can't keep confronting 2 billion Islamic people and this anti-Semitism that's blowing all over the world because nobody understands what's happening. All right, it sounds like the man is frustrated with Israel, and I feel you, good sir. I can... All right, Grok, help me out here. What would be a less modern way of saying ew? I hear thee, I know thy meaning. Thou's verily I am one mind with thee. I feel thee in my bones. 1800 folksy, I'm with you in spirit. Your words resonate with me. I sympathize entirely. All right, that sounds better. I am sensible to your situation, right down to my plimsoll. Okay. Too old. How about something from the 1950s? I'm with you, man. I'm hip. You're cooking with... No. I'm on the same wavelength. That sounds something like I could go with. I'm on the same wavelength with Tom Barak with our his frustration with Israel. What the fuck? This is how Spanish public TV announced its withdrawal from the Eurovision after Israel's participation was confirmed. Damn. Spanish public TV, so I assume that means that's government owned and controlled. All right, this is as far back as I go. Tom Barak. All right, let me just hear what the whole man has to say.
This is a topic that we should spend 4 years trying to discuss, right? Decentralization has never really worked anywhere in this region. If you look at what happened in the Balkans, we divided into 7 separate countries, and it's a mess. If you look at what happened in Iraq.
I mean, the Balkans split off based on ethnic lines. If anything, that like settled the conflict. All the different like ethnicities that hate each other are in separate places. The big sticking point is sticking points that remain are Kosovo and Serbia and Bosnia and Herzegovina, which is a conglomeration of like 3 different nations forced together through the I forget what accords. And so to a certain extent, that wasn't decentralization. That was what we now call balkanization, taking one large multi-ethnic country and splitting it along ethnic lines, mostly. So doing that, that isn't necessarily a mess. There's only just 2 like hotspots left. Republic of Srpska and Bosnia-Herzegovina in general, and Kosovo v. Serbia. But I guess Kosovo and Serbia signed some deal with that Trump mediated, so I guess that's up there, but Bosnia-Herzegovina still remains. There's a point, I forget what it was, but there was like some reporting that Hungary sent in military special forces or police special forces to guard the president of the Republic of Srpska, as he's basically the High Court of Bosnia-Herzegovina was declaring Republic of Srpska in violation of the Constitution because of some internal law it passed. So Bosnia is the one sticky point there, but you don't have Croatia and Serbia fighting each other right now. I don't even think they have a border with each other right now. Maybe they do. I'm not going to check.
We got frustrated after $3 trillion and a few 100,000 lives, and you have decentralization, which is now a big issue. If you look at the confessional system in Lebanon, it hasn't worked.
I mean, Lebanon hasn't broken up at this point, but I guess it's made it dysfunctional, so nothing happens.
If you look at Libya, we did the same thing. So I don't know the answer to...
I mean, that's decentralization. That's more like state breakdown because we took out the guy in charge and then the rebels couldn't keep it together amongst themselves. So is that necessarily decentralization? I think what he's talking about as the context is like there are various ethnicities within Syria that don't want to be under majority Sunni rule, be it the Druze in Al-Suwaida, the Kurds in northeast Syria, the Alawites in on the coast. So there sounds like they want some sort of like autonomous region system where they don't have to live under majority Sunni rule. And so right now what it looks like U.S. policy right now is we want all these ethnicities to unite under a unified Syria under al-Jilani.
To the question as to what the right form of government is, but it needs to be decided by the regions and the people and the tribes and the cultures. It just does.
If it were up to them, well, they can't agree because everyone else who's not a Sunni in Syria doesn't want to live, wants autonomy, if not separate states. All right, moving on from that point. Netanyahu. There's a third phase that is to de-radicalize Gaza. What the fuck? Netanyahu, there is a third phase that is to de-radicalize Gaza, something people believe was impossible. But it was done in Germany. It was done in Japan. It is done in the Gulf states. It can be done in Gaza too. I imagine there's some people who would say that, well, in Germany it's gone too far with the de-radicalization. I know, what's his name? Gilbert Gottfried? No, what was his name? The Essential Gottfried. No, not Gilbert Gottfried. What was his name? It's not Gilbert Gottfried. Paul Gottfried, that's who it is. A book came out with it recently. So a book came out with somebody saying it was like Essential Essays from 1984 to 2024 of Paul Gottfried. And apparently he dedicated an entire chapter to Paul Gottfried is like one of like the weird states that has gotten him shit in the past is that he does not consider Hitler and Nazi Germany's National Socialism fascism. He classifies it as something completely else. This is a disturbing image. I don't know why I have that. Apparently he got shit from that, like saying no. Some like writers were like objecting to him and trying to get him canceled because he wouldn't call Nazism fascism, which I mean it just sounds like a autistic sticking point or whatever. In any case, apparently he dedicated an entire chapter to Germany, just like saying how bad like being anti-nationalist can go and how Germany is like the black pill of anything in the right wing because of just how much they're dedicated to de-radicalizing and crushing anything that could possibly not be Nazism in the future. So when you hear somebody like that, so probably somebody like Paul Gottfried would say, oh, that's bad too. Although maybe Palestinians are not as susceptible to it as say the Germans are because, well, what did the Gazans do? Some of them participated in the, well, I guess you could also say the Germans didn't all unilaterally support the Nazi regime. And not all Gazans unilaterally support Hamas, who I think they have consistently voted against ruling Gaza, but the Hamas militants never surrendered their weapons and continue to operate there regardless of who ruled administratively the territory under the Palestinian Authority. So I doubt we're gonna get. I don't know how if you could effectively de-radicalize Gaza, because well, we did absolutely like devastate Germany. You know, there was ethnic cleansing. I say ethnic cleansing like killing, but no, there was mass expulsions of Germans from eastern German territories from what were internationally recognized borders beforehand. And you know, the mass rapes of German women and otherwise civilians in the country, and Polish or Ukrainian or Baltic as the Red Army continued to conquer West. So, but it's definitely felt extremely one-sided. It's not like the Gazans were rounding up tons and tons of Israelis and mass murdering them. They, like, what was the kill count? Like, you could barely like get above 10,000 the other way. It was this conflict in Gaza was so unbelievably one-sided against Gaza and who took the casualties that I doubt you're going to be able to effectively de-radicalize them. With Germany, they were picking on, you know, a small unprotected minority, that being Jews and other groups, on such a mass scale that, I guess you could say they definitely, like their own side could recognize like how horrible they were to a certain extent, or how bad their rulers were. In Japan, there's something to be said that they haven't been fully de-radicalized. In any case, Benin, the interior minister says that a small group of soldiers attempted to coup, but that was stopped by the army, adding the situation is under control and urging citizens to resume a normal life. Hooray! Another African country did not succumb to a coup out of nowhere. Where the fuck even is Benin? Oh god, come on. Click. Uh-oh. Brave is like screwing up on me. What's going on here? I can move the browser physically on the screen, but it's like... Huh, that's strange. Same over here. This one. I don't know what's wrong. This is God telling me to stop talking news and international politics and move on. Damn. What is this? I'm gonna do some... Let's see here. Can I close all windows? Okay, well, trying to do that brought up a bunch of windows, which seemingly has corrected things. So, let's see here. Benin. Where even is Benin? I swear when it's like one of these weird like ex-British Yep, that's exactly what I was thinking. Yeah, it's in West Africa next to Togo, and you can tell like oh look, there's one major river that goes through this. This is like a former British colony. You can tell because they only colonize the important bits, i.e. something that flows along the river. From the 17th and 19th centuries, the political entities in this area included the Kingdom of Dahomey, the city-state of Porto Novo, and the other states in the north. France took over the territory in 1894, incorporating into French West Africa as French Dahomey. Okay, never mind, the French took it over. And if that's the Dahomey, that's the infamous, like, kingdom that built itself on slave trading. That there was, like, the king who produced a letter to the British, like, saying, no, you can't, we cannot give up slave trading. It is the pride of our nation, of our people. And then they tried to do a video, movie with various famous African actors, like trying to say, oh, how Dahomey was the victim of European colonialism or whatever. Or the Europeans are solely responsible for the slave trade there. In any case, all right, let's move on. The U.S. new security strategy is largely aligned with Russia's vision. All right. People are going to have a heyday with that statement. Benin, a dozen soldiers have been arrested over a failed coup attempt, military and security sources said. ECOWAS, commissioned, that's like an economic community of West African states, I believe, stressing that the regional force could be deployed if necessary and reforming full support for the government and people. All right, Russian Deputy Foreign Minister Sergei Ryabkov. Russia urges the United States to refrain from sliding toward a conflict with Venezuela. Moscow stands with Caracas shoulder to shoulder. Does that mean you're going to military intervene them? if we do get into a full-on war, they're probably going to end up being like, you know, Russian commandos or like, you know, that are under like the auspices of Wagner, who aren't, you know, who are, you know, private contractors, but, you know, are, you know, functionally, you know, Russian soldiers fighting the war over there. That is if we get into a ground invasion. We'll see what happens. Saudi Arabia's armed vehicles move towards Yemen's Hadramaut after UAE-backed forces advance. Hadramaut is Yemen's main oil region. UAE-backed Southern Transitional Council, that's how up to speed I'm at, I know what the STC stands for, has been overrunning Saudi-backed tribal and government forces with little resistance so far. So the STC is not the Houthis. So there's like 3 fucking factions trying to compete over Yemen right now. So there's the internationally backed government in the east. There's the Yemens in the west, and towards the south there's the Southern Transitional Council that is filled up with members of also the former who were formerly part of the internationally recognized government but split off to do otherwise. And so they've been making moves as of late, and it looks like the UAE is now picking their own dog in this fight. The UAE, like with the UAE, with their backing of the Rapid Support Forces in Sudan and various other groups, rebel groups across the Africa and the Middle East, they seem to be like trying to make themselves a major player out there. So somebody really needs to take them down a peg. 1 year ago today, Syrian fighters captured Homs after intense fighting. The city's fall cut Damascus off from the coast and reinforcements. This directly triggered the collapse of the regime defenses and a final push on the capital. I guess they're taking down a picture of the Assads. They're all screaming Allahu Akbar in celebration, I guess. Oh. That's right. Today's a day that not to forget. 84 years ago today, December 7, 1941, aircraft from the Japan carried out a surprise military attack on the U.S. naval base at Pearl Harbor in Hawaii. The assault severely damaged the Pacific Fleet and killed more than 2,400 people. The following day, the United States formally entered World War II, marking a major turning point in global history. They said in World War II, we declared war on Japan. But let's not forget that Germany actually declared war on us following that. I guess Hitler was thinking some sort of like, apparently his thinking was, I have heard some people say that his thinking is that Hitler thought that, oh, America's going to focus on Japan before they help us out. No. FDR wanted to go after Hitler hard. So we were going to attack both fronts full head on. In any case, so formally entered World War I. Yes, there was declarations of war on Japan and Germany. Actually, I wonder about something. Comicat wristband secured. Oh yeah, that's right. Comicat is a thing. Let's see here. What is it? It's 2024-12-07. Where is it? Apparently, like, RN has video, has some video announcing the attack on. It may have been 2023. Let me check. No, it should have been 2024. Let's see here. Let me just see here. 83, because that would have been. Oh, 83 years ago today. Here it is. I should bookmark this. Think about how calm this like little chime is right before absolutely earth-shattering news. The Imperial Army and Navy entered a state of war with the United States and British forces in the Western Pacific. Weren't they already, like, fighting the British at this point? Alright, whatever. And I was saying the Imperial Army and Navy have entered state of war. You're not going to say the Empire of Japan? We're not going to bring the Emperor's name into this? Oh, there's more to this? Decisive air raid on the American fleet and air forces in the Hawaiian era, as well as bombing Singapore and other locations. Okay, I thought they were already attacking Singapore and British Malaysia at this point in the war. Imperial Navy carried out a decisive air raid on the U.S. fleet and air forces in the Hawaiian area. No, just say in Hawaii. Wonder if that's a weird translation. In the early hours of December 8th in Shanghai, the British gunboat Precho was sunk by our forces, and the American gunboat Wake surrendered at the same time. In the early hours of December 8th, the Imperial Navy bombed Singapore, achieving significant results. In the early hours of December 8th, the Imperial Navy bombed enemy military facilities in Davao, Wake, and Guam. Oh, Guam got hit? We lost Guam at some point, so... So, yeah, this is interesting. I wonder where the heck did Aaron get this? All right, back to Clash Report. All right, I'm gonna skip over that. U.S., Israeli, and Qatari officials met secretly in New York on Sunday in a U.S.-led effort to repair relations. The meeting, hosted by the U.S. envoy Steve Witkoff and attended by Mossad Chief David Barnea, marks the highest level of contact since the Gaza ceasefire. Interesting. Oh, I guess I got them shaking hands. The White House is exploring a potential summit between Netanyahu and Egyptian President al-Sisi, who haven't spoken since before the Gaza war. I can understand why. Leaked footage aired on Al Arabiya shows Bashar al-Assad mocking Putin in private conversation with his ex-advisor Luna. Wait, didn't we show this before? In one clip, al-Shibil jokes about Putin's bloated appearance, suggesting it's due to cosmetic procedures, with al-Assad replying, "It's all operations." I do remember, when was this? Because I do remember at some point at the outbreak of the war in Ukraine, some people were speculating that it looked like Putin was like puffed up, like possibly taking steroids because he may have had like some sort of cancer. Or maybe just his lymph nodes were clogged up one day. Oh, ECOWAS is going to deploy a standby force to Benin. All right, better safe than sorry, I guess. Nigeria authorities announced that 100 school children abducted last month from St. Mary's School in Niger State have been released. All right, good to hear. Huzzah, some good news for the day. And that's the last note. Africa Bull intent, I don't care. Yeah, all right. All right, I'm 13 minutes in. I actually want to break out and actually play Dark Souls. So that's what I am going to do. Hold up, I need to minimize. I got a lot of things going on. I've been making stuff in Onshape. Now that I've done with stuff with Blender, I actually have the finished 3D products. Now I just need to make them fit in. I need to make them fit in Blender, and I probably need to actually do some redesigns and stuff, because now that I have the products, because I've got like stems that stick off of these things, so they can be inserted into something else, and they may not fit well, so to speak. So I may have to adjust some hole diameters. In any case, time to do my usual announcement tweet to nobody, but you gotta try. Quote tweet. I need to overwrite this because I'm not doing Detroit Become Human anymore. I probably should just have like separate announcement tweets. Launching Dark Souls. Time to properly get into let's see here. Time to properly get into the game that launched the Rise. I don't know. That might be taking too much credit away from Demon Souls. See, that launched the rise of the dungeon crawler genre. Dungeon crawler video game genre. I've been putting off properly playing through this playing through this game for a decade and change. And now I am here. Because I have played it. Oh, shit. I'm at a character limit. Whatever. Good enough. No. I'll just leave it at that. I don't need to think too much about it. But actually, wait. Let me rechange this because swap out my announcement script. What? No, come on. Control C. Control V. Oh, God. Control C. Control V. There we go. And get the link from YouTube. All right, that's out. I think I'm gonna get some water before I start. Let's run up the game. Turn off big boomy sounds in the background. Yeah, that's right. Just where my shoulders are. That's all you need to see. All right, game capture. All right, turn off Brave. Turn on game capture. Capture any full screen application. So let's see if it catches Dark Souls while I go get a glass of water. Motion tracking, get back on. There we go. I just realized, so I fasted yesterday. All right, here's the thing. I got an Xbox controller. Let's see how well this goes. Oh, God. Scroll to the end. Oh, God. So as I was saying, I didn't do a full 36-hour fast because I started so late on Friday. Whatever. Before I get that, so I fasted up until, well, actually, I woke up and then I just had some potato chips. I got some potato chips because I went to IKEA. I also went to IKEA today to pick up something that wasn't available immediately when I was in store. And on the way out yesterday from IKEA, I got some potato chips. They're like rosemary flavored potato chips. Maybe I should tweet out about them, but they were good. And looking on the ingredients list, they didn't have MSG on it, so they were just really good chips. I don't know what it was. I think I actually threw the bag out, so that actually I need to actually. Now I'm not going to go through it, but I know where I got them at IKEA. They're really good. They're really good chips for having minimal ingredients on it and no MSG as far as I saw. They had garlic, they had rosemary, they had salt. They had various oils on there, like even some seed oils or whatever. Well, that's not enough to worry about. And then I also got these things called Giflar or something. They're like gingerbread little pastry rolls, but they're like frozen. I was in like a group chat with, I know somebody who like lived in Sweden and had a Swedish wife, and I said like, hey, are these things real? Is this like a real actual Swedish dish, or is this something that IKEA made up for dumb Americans? And she's like, and he said, nah, my wife said they're real. Not like this, but the concept of a Giflar is real, if I'm getting that right. So after I'm done with this, I'm gonna have a couple of those, because let's see here, I pigged out this more. So I had those chips. Then I went and got brunch somewhere by about 12. So, you know, that was home fries, an egg, bacon, you know, not the healthiest of meals out there. They have sprinkled plenty of like arugula lettuce on it, which, you know, I downed without, you know, any complaint. So that was nice. Then there were some donut holes that I had with a very, very, very light drizzling of Nutella. And what else? That was it. And then for dinner, I had one of these turkey hamburger steaks that I made. Very soft, nice, because, well, I've put them filled with miso paste and, let's see here, garlic, and what else? Oh, grated onion. So it's definitely not, it's not dry. It's not particularly flavorful either, but, you know, it's good sustenance, you know, it's high in protein, low in fat. I don't know how much fat is in there in miso paste anyways. Whatever, enough about my diet. And right now I'm still sitting at about 192.5 pounds. I was up at like a high of 190.6. Adjust brightness until flame is visible and dragon invisible. I'm looking how it comes across on the screen. About the same here. I can still barely see the dragon, but I'll keep it like this. Y-axis. Oh, I'm a freak. I'm an inverted freak. There we go. Subtitles on, HUD, UI scale. See if I like that. I can adjust these later. Full screen, borderless, windowed. No, keep it at full screen. Frequency, 60 hertz. I can do that. Motion blur on, depth of field on, ambient occlusion. I don't know what all these things are, but let's see if I can handle it. I guess that's max setting, so we'll take it. See if the stream can handle it. I wonder something. Have I been dropping frames at all? Stand by for a second. I want to actually look at my stats. Frames missed due to lag. Only 21. And that's stable, so my stats are good. I don't know what happened, but we're good. Yeah, let's leave it at this. Just deal with it. Character name. Genjitsu. Male, class. Low ranking knight, high HP, solid armor, not easily toppled. Wanderer, thief. I forget, like, I don't understand these games at all. As much as I'm familiar with the concept, I don't know how to do them. Bow wielding hunter, okay at close range, but weak with magic. Sorcerer, Pyromancer. Cast fire spells and wields a hand axe. I wonder, do I want to do like a battle mage build? You know what, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to ask Grok, shorthand, how do I do a battle mage build in Dark Souls Remastered? Which class do I build? Do I pick first? That or the other thing I would want to do is a no shield, like always dual-handed build. But I'd probably kill myself with that. Oh, Grok is really digging into this, so I'll let it speak and then I'll just go with that. Man, it's really thinking about it. What would it be? You use intelligent scaling melee weapons or buff normal weapons for close range pressure, while sorceries provide range poke, crowd control, and burst damage. This build excels in both PvE and PvP. I'm not going to do PvP. Sorcerer best early with a 13-inch start, free solar, saves levels versus warrior. All right, so I will do sorcerer first, but I guess we'll change the build as we go. Master Key, skip to the depths of Blighttown for early spells, embers, or binoculars, PvE scouting. Huh. I'm not going to do any scouting, so fine. Sorcerer, gift, Master Key. Prioritize int for damage, then survivability. Dex strength minimal for weapons. Moonlight Greatsword needs 16 strength to 10 dex. Early game build. Alright. I'm just going to run with this. No, I'm going to commit to this. What am I? I'm not slim. I'm average. Very large. Large upper body. Large lower, nah, I'm not that. Top heavy, tiny head. Top heavy. I don't know if my head is that large. I'm just average. Which one looks like me the most? Nose is too wide there. Jubilant cat, what the fuck? Very average commoner face. Fine, we'll just go with that. This is a little bit too real, but I'm not that bad yet. Swept back, ponytail, wild, no. Parted center, semi-long, curly, bobbed. We'll go with short. Color, dark brown, light brown. I'm dark brown. All right. Oh, this lore, which I've never understood. No matter how many times I've gone through this. I'm so confused. Nito, okay. I guess he's gonna be a boss later on.
The witch of Izalith and her daughters of chaos. Gwyn, the lord of sunlight, and his faithful knights. And the furtive pygmy, so easily forgotten.
Furtive pygmy.
With the strength of lords,
So in a primordial beginning, there were dragons ruling the earth, and then these lords of fire were able to bring them down. Stone scales. And Gwyn corrupted their bodies. Okay. So there's a betrayer dragon, the scaleless one. What did the pygmy do? Or is he not actually a character and I misunderstood that? Oh yeah, this is the mark thing. The dark sign. All right, now we're starting down here in the prison. Oh man, these graphics. These are way better than when I have played this like opening sequence a little bit, but not too far beyond that. I'm staying out of the way for the subtitles. End of the world cannot come soon enough. Oh, you think the world's gonna end? No, that's optimistic. I hate your optimism that the world's gonna end. No, this suffering is gonna continue in perpetuity. Hello. I got soul arrows. Dungeon key. Shit, what's dodge? Oh, I'm actually gonna have to pay attention here. Is that key on the ground? Use dungeon cell key. Can't open that, not sure I want to. Camera controls, all right, that's right stick. RB, oh, RB is attack. Oh, I'm not doing it. Oh no, it was just the text was blocking it. I got 20 souls for that. Strong attack. Did you seriously get... I forget about lock on. Oh, B is roll. Thank you. Plus L plus hold B to dash. And there's also jump. I was wondering where those blocks came from. Okay, right stick. Go. Go out this way, right? Man, it is dark in here. Rest at bonfire to recover HP. Well, I haven't lost any HP, so... Attune magic. How do you attune your magic? What does that even do? Oh, I guess it's, well, figure out which spell goes where. Can I get an actual weapon, please? Nope, that's not a hole in the wall. Alright then. Does not open from this side. Oh, what? Do I have to go through this? Oh, what's his face is in there, isn't he? Shit. Get me out of here. Thank you. I know about that guy. I'm not... Alright, and immediately add a bonfire. Okay. What's this? Get your shield. I don't have any other gear. What are you talking about? Ah, fuck. What's in here? Less shield. He's baiting me. He is baiting me so hard. I have an actual, like, was there a sword around here somewhere? No? Alright, whatever. Oh, a decent dagger. Oh, I can dual hand wield. Alright. Oh man, I'm still stuck in Resident Evil mode here. Yeah, that's right. Anything else going on over here? Alright, Leroy Jenkins! I know there's nothing, like, it's just another area. It's not a boss fight. Let's way down. Backstep. What did it say? Okay. Wait, was there this way or... I came up this way and nope, that door is blocked. There's a boulder that comes down here if I remember correctly. Oh, hey, look. Back through. I can't use my spells for some reason. That's gonna be the real lesson, is it? Oh, okay, that didn't kill me, at least. Alright, what's going on in here? Well, there's the boulder, and there's what's-his-face who let me out. Yeah, I'm not hollowed out yet. Sure. Yeah, I got my Estus flasks. Undead Asylum, F2 East Key. Damn, alright. What was your mission? I'm pressing X, but I guess I'm at... Oh. It was because I had the screen up. What does this one say? Rest head on fire, replenish Estus flasks. Yes. I'm familiar with this game. Wield right weapon two-handed. I'm trying to kick, but it's hard. What does it say? Does that say right stick? No, it says left stick plus RB plus... Hold up. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. I'm trying to kick. It's not taking. Alright. Sorcerer's Catalyst. Hold up. What's this? Toggle display. It's Catalyst. Cast type strike. Sorcerer's Catalyst used by sorcerers. Vinheim Drags will equip Catalyst to use sorceries. Attune sorceries from a scroll at the bonfire. Most sorceries have limited number of uses. Okay. Nuked you. Get fucked. Sis. With Catalyst equipped, use sorcery, change sorcery. Alright. While falling, plus RB for a plunging attack. Behind enemy critical hit. Oh. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Fuck you. I didn't get the drop on him. LT, pair repel enemy attack. After pairing RB for riposte. Alright, yeah, that's one of the more difficult things to do in this game. It's locked. You still alive? Oh no, you're just body. The physics in this game. Alright. I got 3 Estus flags to work with here, but I also got magic, which does make this game a bit easier. As I understand it. Like, fuck me, I did not know that was a thing. I keep on hitting RT like that's gonna make a difference. Oh, I just wasted an Estus flash there, fuck. Alright, oh shit. Roll, roll. Alright, I might actually fail this. I keep on pressing X for like dodge move because I think X was like speed up or whatever. B, press B to roll. That's the important thing I gotta remember right now. Never mind, you can't roll up like him on that. Alright, never mind. Oh. Okay, I might fail this. Okay, wait, I got it. Magic spam, yes. And the door opens again. Well, oh, and 1 humanity. I forget how it works. See here, attune magic. Nope, that's it. Sounds like there's something else out here. Yeah, it sounds like there's something else out here and that concerns me. Alright, where am I? I'm back up here again. I don't know, there's that other door that was blocked off. Wow, that was a kick. That was a kick that actually worked. Why did everyone reset? Come on. Man, I'm just ever so slightly weak that two heavy strikes doesn't immediately kill him. Fuck. Let's see if I can, let me try that again. I pressed RT instead of, right bumper. guess I missed the hits for the riposte there, but whatever. It's okay. I have to come back for this later. Are you kidding me? Okay, fine. What's stomping around out here? All right. I don't like that sound. So I'm going to go back and get all my health up as much as possible before I go out. Ugh. I have to wonder if there's a weapon in the game that I can both cast spells with and fight in melee with. But I don't think that would work. Like, that is the ultimate thing, is be able to cast like big sweeping spells with your sword. But I don't, that sounds like the game can't do that. Why did all the stomping go away? It's down over here. I know there's like, I swear there's some sort of secret item around out here. Nope, nothing over here. Where was it? Up here anywhere? No? So I'm misremembering something. What is this? Imminent gorgeous view. Uh-oh. We're about to get swept away.
In the ancient legends, it is stated, one day an undead shall be to leave the undead asylum in pilgrimage to the land of the ancient lords. Lordran.
Lordran. I don't know what any of these places are. Oh my god, shit's rendering in off the side there. Alright, first step, get a bigger sword. Am I hollowed? Rest at bonfire, level up. Alright, back to my guide. What my grok generated guide? Soft cap of 50. Then survivability. Dex strength minimal for weapons. Moonlight Greatsword needs only 16 strength and 10 dex. Let's see here. Where am I? Dexterity is 11 and strength is at a 9. What the hell is the Moonlight Greatsword? Dexterity, resistance. Alright, what level am I at? Attacks, let's see here, no wait, that's my weapons. So wait, hold up. So this is Faith. So my Sorcerer's Catalyst runs on Intelligence, so it scales with that. So, but my Dagger scales better with Dexterity, which I do have a little bit of. I'm level 3, so early game. Wait, how much? How many levels? I can only get like a few levels. Prioritize intelligence, so I guess I gotta throw one in there. Vitality, and then Oh yeah, we want to boost attunement to get more slots, but actually I got 2 open, so this is pretty good. And endurance. Parameter turning stamina, equipment load, and resistance to bleeding. Sure. Throw that in. What's the point of kindling my humanity? Alright, I can't level up anymore, so... Reverse hollowing. What? I thought I had humanity. I'm gonna have to beat out of me when I'm playing this game not to press Y for inventory. I don't know what I just did there. Is that how I gain health? To reverse hollowing, yes. Okay, so you have to expend 1 in order to do that. Humanity restored. You are not hollow. Kindle. No humanity. So you need an initial humanity to reverse hollowing. And I think so long as you're actually, whatchamacallit. Oh, I got 3 humanity. Is there a point to kindling them? I swear it's like the more you kindle your humanity, the more you're susceptible to PvP introductions. I don't know, let's kindle. What? Nope, alright. Alright, let's kindle, let's expend 1 and kindle. I don't know what that'll do. Without the secret right? Huh. Alright then. Alright, what's your story, bro? His mouth isn't moving. What do you mean, actually? Alright, it said something about using a gift. Skip to the depths of Blighttown for early spells / embers. I don't even know how I get down there. No, I'm not gonna bother like following that. I'm just gonna run with this as much as I can. It's over here. Nothing. Oh hey, look at this dude. I can't jump up there if I wanted to. I know there's like some skeletons and shit out here. I know I've got like 348 souls, but I swear there's like some special items. One person who I followed way long ago, he's no longer active, but SSOHPKC, he did a run of this game. He played it multiple times, and then he went through it on hardest difficulty, although there is no difficulty scaling in this game. And He was just like running around for like a solid like 2 to 3 episodes of his Let's Play. Playing this and just running around like bullshitting his way through to collect as many items because it was like early enough in the game that he didn't care. So yeah, like down here are the skeletons, so I don't know. Let's see if I can run through and collect some shit. Yeah. Yep. There they go. I'm gonna get killed, aren't I? Oh my god, it's this Y-hander. Giant double-handed fucking sword. Are you kidding me? Winged spear. Fuck. Move! Well, there I'm dead. There goes those 348 souls. There was a path there I could have gotten to. Void's Talisman. Used by all thought. Well. Wait, am I hollowed yet? Yep, I'm hollowed. I'm gonna try that. It says I got nothing to lose. Let's see here. There are my souls right there. There's a path. I can make it. Yeah, just keep on sifting through. All right. Leroy Jenkins. Isn't there another item over there? Now let me see if they like... Oh my god, where did that giant bird come from? I believe I can speak to him at some point. Oh god. Oh shit. I guess shields do a lot of favors for you here. Oh Oh my god. These things are invincible. You know what, just kill me. I'm already hollowed, so might as well. Oh wait, I can reclaim my humanity if I pull off a retrieval. One of the special rings are granted to the 4 knights. All right, well, let's do the retrieval over here, shall we? Does that unhollow me? No, I'm still hollowed. All right, there was that one other item, which I can probably get. I can't reset the aggro, but I can make it down and out, more or less. Oh, come on. All right, let's get to the bonfire and make them reset. Fuck. But man, these skeletons, you can't just take them out like that. All right. Hold up. There's I can use item. All right. More souls. That was it? I thought I got there was a bigger soul out there that I could get. Can I level up from that? 1. Ignore resistance. Parameter boosting defense or resistance to poison. Okay. Intelligence, physical defense. Man, it gives me my food. Magic defense, flame defense, lightning defense. All right. Leave. What's the next thing to do? Oh, you can just one-shot guys. I'm gonna die here, aren't I? Because we got Flamecaster up here. All right, let's take care of these chuckle fucks. Oh, fuck you. Yeah, playing with magic is OP out here, but I've done enough of this. I've played through this section for a while, so I'm willing to put up with this bullshit. Soul of Lost Undead. That might be another level up right there, but... No, I'm probably at a level up right now. Let's see, what's going on up here? Are we gonna attack me? Lost a Soul of Lost Undead. Alright, I'll try fighting a little melee here to keep it interesting. What I need is a longer sword. Does not open from this side. Alrighty then. Oh. Oh no, it's this place. Yeah, I need something that scales better with Dex. Any items hidden in here? Oh no, there is a path down to whatever this item is. Large Soul of Lost Undead. What's going on over here? Oh god. Alright, hold up. Oh god, these guys kind of suck for me. Alright. Bit of a stressful situation, but I managed it. I keep on wanting to say we, like I have an audience. Hello. Nope, can't parry this guy. Fuck. Chug. Alright, I need a longer range weapon than this. This ain't a dagger. This is a short. It's a bit. That's a dagger. Rubbish. What is even that? I can trade that for something in the future, don't I? What the hell's even up here? I'm just aimlessly going around at this point. All right, there's that. Oh, that's where I was previous. That's where I came up. Soul over here. This is like honestly the fun part of the games for me is just the running around, killing things, and doing actual dungeon crawler activities, crawling the dungeon, picking up stuff. No, I'm done doing fucking melee bullshit. Oh, and this impossible place to jump. I like how you can just, like, I'm such a tank. I'm built so strong and so heavily. I can just roll into these, like, very nailed down wooden structures and completely crush them. Yeah, just body slammed those. Yeah. All right, can't get up that way. What is this? Good luck. Or is there supposed to be a bonfire in here? Nope. I'm just like, I'm jumping up in the air and slamming down. Convenient. Soul of Lost Undead. Alright, don't blow these until you're securely out of fire. Alright. This is this way out, and then of course there's this. Nope. How many times am I gonna go through this before I give up? Try jumping. Nope, that didn't work. Oh, is that the dragon up there that breathes down fire down this entire passage? You gotta get it just right. I don't know, if I do this 20 more times with no success, I'll move on. It's too soon, but if you do it too soon, you miss the jump. God damn it. And if you don't do it soon enough, you just fall off. Ah, so close. Oh, god damn it, that looked like I nearly had it. I swear, it looks like there's a little bit of extra space. It makes you fool, like this post stand here makes it seem like that the floor goes on a little bit longer than it actually does. God damn, so close. There's gotta be another way to get over there. Alright, last shot. God damn, I feel like there's an invisible wall there particularly telling me to go fuck myself. Oh, Rally, you got into a fight with this guy and then, like... Oh, no, he beat you. I thought you were gonna roll off. Oh, well. What's even over there? Nope. I say I give it up, but I can't. It won't let me go. God damn. I'm gonna have to look up later what's the trick to that. Okay. Oh no, there's no dragon up here. Nuked you. He's not even trying. Does he get cover from that? Nope. He's done. They're also too dumb to, Oh, hey. What's his face is over here. No. Let's see if I can parry this guy. Well, I caught it, but nope. Where am I? There's like the cell, not cell sword, but weapons dealer. Yeah, this dude. I'm not completely unfamiliar with this game, or at least at these lower levels. Compared to the rest of these guys. Oh god. You can kill him and take some stuff. Alright, throwing knife. Oh, those are cool. I like throwing knives. I've used them in Dark Souls 2. I should preface this that I played through Dark Souls 2. It's only for 100 souls. That's cheap. And there's Fireman. Prevents Estus recovery within a limited area. Oh, that's interesting. Dried Finger. Orange Guidance Stone. What is this? Repairs weapons. Alright. Residence key. Open his residence in Undead Burg. No, I'm not gonna. Bottomless box. Box allowing inventory management at bonfire. No. We got a dagger. We got a short sword. Short sword. Physical damage. It scales with dexterity. How does that compare to my... Well, let's see. I have my dagger. This is dagger. Oh, that scales B with dexterity, which I don't have the most of. So a short sword doesn't seem necessarily be the best thing, but damn, does it have low reach. Scimitar. B with dexterity. Okay. That's a bit better. And it's only, what, 300, 600 souls? Oh man, that's a downscale and everything. So, B with dexterity. Required parameters. I need 13 dexterity. Do I even have that? So I'd have to invest in this later. Required 8. I don't even know what I have. What about the rapier? That's everything else. C and D for minus 39 on top of me. Minus 61. Plus 5. I guess this is a better dagger than I have. I guess I don't have enough dexterity for this one, so I kind of want to invest in that. Hand axe, club, reinforced club, spear, short bow. East-west shield. I need a 6 strength. Is it any better than my current shield? I got a small leather shield. It's a slight upgrade for 400 souls. Nah. Buckler, leather shield, heater shield. That's 1,000 shells. Warrior's round shield. It's a 50. Well, honestly, this West shield's got slight. Oh, that's for strike. I should be looking at damage reduction, right? Magic, fire, lightning, physical, 88. So it's a slight upgrade from what I got. Is it small leather shield gives better fire and lightning protection? So this leather shield goes up on even goes up on physical over small leather shield. Oh man, this thing does. This is probably worth it. There he goes. I'll take the scimitar. Give it an investment. I guess hopefully the reason why I suck at it is because my levels are too low. Anything else to say? Goat demon? Alright, the famous bull demon. Let's do some inventory management real quick. Let's see here. Throwing knives. What's my dexterity? At 11. And that scimitar. Is at 13. So yeah, my ability to do physical damage with that would go down. Zweihander. Man, that's D with dexterity and C with strength. The one advantage would be its massive range, but I don't have the reference for that. Straight sword hilt. Yeah, so I need to buff my dexterity because let's see, I need 2 more levels. So I want to invest in that. So if anything, before I end the stream, I'm going to level up to get full dexterity. Because I hate the fucking reach of this shit. And throwing knives. It's over here. Is there a path over here or anything? No? If you kill him, he's got some like more exquisite weapon. I think you get the giant katana, the Uchi katana, the giant katana off this guy. I need chug an Estus flax. I swear there's supposed to be a bonfire around here somewhere at some point. Oh, fuck. Holy environmental blockage, Batman. Oh, fuck. I'm also running out of my spells. Oh no, I can't jump off this way. Not even sure if I wanted to, for whatever reason. Alright. Let's go up. I probably need to get to a bonfire soon. Man, that was a leisurely pace. Oh. Oh, I got 20 throwing knives now. Awesome. Because this is useful, like say you're locked onto somebody who's got like a sliver of health left, but your stamina's low. Oh, now I got 20. Let me just see here. Can't recover it. It's expendable, but that actually didn't take any, Fuck! Welp! Well, now I know how to get there. Oh man, I'm gonna have to go through so many enemies though. Alright. I got 30? When did that? Oh no, I think it was always base 30. Oh, god damn it. Third time's the charm. Let's see if I can parry his ass. Gotcha! Hell yeah! First successful parry of the game. Alright, let's see here. I just got the short sword out of nowhere. What the hell? Oh, this gives me a massive uptick, even though the scaling goes down. I guess it's based... Weight is in the red, though. I guess that's always a thing, but am I overburdened? Where's my weights? HP, stamina, equip load. 10.5 out of 49, so I don't think I'm... Alright, this is better at least. I got a little bit more range. Fight this guy. Come on. You know what would be an interesting thing if you had spatial environmental consciousness of your moveset? Because, like, I'm swinging and hitting the side of the walls. You think that, you know, when you're in an environment like this, you want to be doing thrusting maneuvers, or at least trying to swing overhead where you perceivably have more room. That would be an interesting attention to detail for Souls games. Like, your moveset will change according to what your environment is. There we go. So I'm doing better damage like this now. Now, if only I would get rid of this stupid garb. Well, something that is a little bit more knightly. Oh, come on. Okay, I need to chug. Man, fuck you. There we go. There's nothing in here. Why am I rolling around and wasting time like this? Oh, wait. Where are my Where are my souls? Where's my recovery? No, it's all the way up there, isn't it? It's on the roof. So I gotta make it all the way back to the roof to retrieve my souls. What little is left after I blew everything on that. Okay, so yeah, go down this way. Okay, fuck. Oh, they're all coming after me now. I walked right back towards that arrow's path. Wait. Gotcha. That was a total waste, but whatever. Down. All right, I have to go out this way. There's a bunch of these fuckers down here that I need to... Okay, never mind. Chug an Estus flask. I'm at half health. No. Not doing this bullshit. Man, he's fast. He got the drop on me there. I thought you could sprint up these things if you held B, but I guess not. Alright, well, there's my souls. Alright. Alright, once more with gusto. There we go. Anybody in here want to kill me? No? Thought not. Something hidden over here? Nope. Thought you, since it's like precariously perched with a gap over there, there might be a goodie hidden in there to reward you for... Let's see here. It's over here. An item, of course. Try stabbing in back. Light crossbow and standard bolt. Interesting, but I have my ranged attack. Fatty. I don't get it. I swear there's supposed to be like a bonfire eventually at somewhere around here. All right, it's probably up here, some ways past here. Oh, missed this. Nope. I got a second short sword. All right, can I go sell that off to that guy? I wonder. Wooden shield. How does that compare? Oh wait, I just realized I bought a different shield, didn't I? I thought there was a guy right next to me for a second there. I got spooked. Oh, god damn it. I'm still stuck in the pause menu. Get dunked on, fucker. Nope, there's a bonfire over here. I'm gonna save my progress. So I got 13.62. We're gonna consume all of these. How much did that get me? That's effectively one level up. More or less at this point. And yeah. That's half a level up. There we go. Keep my dexterity minimal. Nah. Strength 10 to 16. Let's see here. I'm gonna boost my vitality. I feel pretty weak right now, so we'll go with that. With 183 to spare. What does reverse hollowing even do? I don't even know what kindling does. Alright, well, that's all there is. Grok said something about using the keep to get down to Blighttown and find some more spells. I'm not sure I want to play that game right now. Oh. To let down that ladder. I think, doesn't that come after fighting the bull demon? Oh wait, now that I have it, let's see, let's break out the scimitar. It gives me 80 over the short sword. That's a plus, no wait, no, it gives me, wait, physical damage? Wait, this does 78, this plus 7. Plus 11. But it goes down in scaling with, it still gives me slightly more. Lower durability. But slightly lighter weight. Alright, I'll take it. Oh, shit, right. There's tons of guys right here. And I'm in the pause menu. No, who's this fucker? I can't target them. What the fuck? Alright, I'm fighting with the scimitar. Man, this moveset is not familiar. Hold up. Insufficient strength to wield this weapon. Never mind. Invincibility frames, fuck you. I think the parry is fairly forgiving in this game compared to like Dark Souls 2. From what I remember. I have played through Dark Souls 2. Actually, I haven't completed it, but I played a significant amount of it. What's this? Does not open from this side. Oh well. He's still up there? What is this attack? Hold up. So it's a double pirouette attack. That is stupid. I guess you're supposed to be able to get like 2 blows off of it. I'm just weak enough that a full double attack on him doesn't kill him. He has a sliver of health. That is so annoying. Destroy... Oh, wait. Is this what I think it is? It's not a mimic. Alright, what do we got? Black fire bomb. Give the guys above a taste of their own medicine. What makes a black fire bomb any different? Explodes, inflicting fire damage. Versus what, a regular fire bomb? Wait, no wait, I gotta go back down and out. Oh shit. And all right, that came in clutch. I got rid of my sorcerer's catalyst. So you have to do a double attack. So I think honestly doing 3 strikes of this does better than your strong attack. What's going on up here? Yeah, get parried. Soul of Lost Undead. Could I jump over there if I wanted to? Oh yeah, I can walk over here. What's the point though? There is no point. And back down again. Okay. Okay, that thing that just clipped through the screen right there gave me a bit of a heart attack. Yeah, those leaves right there, or moss or whatever. That spooked me for a second there. Use master key. Gold pine resin. Oh yeah, that stuff makes things lightning. Environment saved his ass. All right. Who's left? You? Who's shooting at me? Oh. Anything over here? Nothing hidden down here. That took 3 swings to take him out. Anything over here? How do you get over there? Imminent down. Holy shit. Oh, that saved me. And he's gone. That doesn't appear to be a way out of here. Holy shit, I'm stuck. Despair because there's no way out of here. Nope. Oh wait, was there something down there slightly? I'm just seeing that. Miss. Fuck you. And these fuckers are still up here. Wow. Well, that was a rough start. I'm trying to get back my souls that I've been collecting. All right. Did I get one guy at least in here? All right. I don't want this guy coming up behind me at all. Oh my God, calm down. All right, there's a guy up here, so let's get him so we're not getting shot in the back. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Fuck you. No, you don't get to drink Estus flasks. All right, there's my souls. There's that guy. Oh, no. No, no, you do not get to... Okay, there's souls, and then... Oh, there's a path over there. So you gotta... Run it. Oh, not like that. Nope! That's a lot of souls, so it's worth me trying to go back and pick it up, but the problem is those things are blocking me from being able to make the jump. Alright, let's not fuck this up. Man, these crossbow guys are heavily armored for some reason. Alright, Leroy Jenkins. God, this hallway is rough. Alright, this guy. Man, these fuckers just want to throw their bombs. Alright, take care of this guy. Get the... Alright, did that. What the heck was that? No. Never mind, he can dodge. No. Jesus. This was rough. All right. Try and collect the souls. Oh, never mind. They're lost. Oh man, I'm losing track of time out here. It's wow, it's 2022. All right. Well, that was a loss. That was a couple level ups down the drain. All right, so melee spam is how I deal with that situation. I've been skipping this guy. First strike. Yeah, that's right. Anybody in here? No, it's just the chest. God, these firebomber motherfuckers. All right. Let's go deal with these firebombs because apparently they like to come down. What was that? So I'm under the little platform. Okay. Well, now that I know I'm up here. What was that twirl I just did out of nowhere? What's this? One firebomb. Three hits for the crossbowmen for some reason. Alright. Dealt with that. Hollow. Alright, so there's something down here. But I'm not going to investigate right now. I've lost enough souls to that. I went too soon. No. Denied. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. Alright, what's up here? Use master key. Go down. There's nothing here. He was fighting something down here. Oh, it's a she apparently. Or a dude with a ponytail. Although the figure made me think it was female. Oh my god, it's this guy. He nuked me in one shot. What was his name? Helm? I remember SSOHPKC, Seamus, was able to get the drop on that guy approaching him from a different direction. Alright, so don't go down. Now, if only I had the range to hit one of these guys. Well, there's also that trick, is bait him out. And these guys... Da-da-da. Oh. Battle axe. That probably requires lots of strength. Strike first. Got him. All right. I remember when I was in Japan and I saw Emaru doing this game, and I was like, why are you skipping all the enemies? She was like playing Dark Souls 3 and she just kept on like bypassing enemies. Meanwhile, I'm a person who likes to do the grind of going through each enemy, picking up the souls and stuff. Motherfucker. Alright, chug an Estus flask. What do you got? It's gonna be Hollow Knight's Waste. I don't need that shit. Burn that shit for souls. If it's even useful for souls. Alright. Up again. What is that? There was something there. I think it's like some creature that gives you Titanite, which is an actual material in the real world. Alright, then this dude. Chug. Alright, don't go down. I could go up inside the other staircase. This leads to a boss battle, doesn't it? The demon bowl. Right? That's who's up here. I climb a bit further. Whatever. Oh, yeah. Need to go back here and trigger him. And then I gotta rush back. Go up here and do what these two jokers trying to shoot me. Move. Now he can jump up here. Motherfucker. Alright, I need to get down. Oh, and that killed me. Alright. I spent way too much time fucking with the with dealing with the guys up top. I guess I could go back around, but now I have to grind through again. And I lost all those souls. I'm gonna just write that off as a loss, and I'm just gonna go and grind some souls right now. Actually, that should be the penultimate, the ultimate event for the night is taking out that guy. See, it was a loss already. What the fuck? Alright. Wow, I can get those 140 souls left. Howdy do. How can I help you? What, I get 60 souls off of that? Are you kidding me? Riposte and die. I just took that for no reason. Go, you. See, I almost get a level up from grinding these guys. Alright. I didn't take any fall damage from that. Nice. What is with that flip I do? Alright. Use some light soul arrows to clear out these guys. Alright, that was easy enough. No. Alright, clear that up. Now let's see if I can take on the demon. The bull demon. Well, let's see if I can take these guys out first before the battle even starts. So I'm not fuddling around with them after I summon the dude. There we go. Where's he even hiding from? Where does he spawn from? There's also a glitch that happens where, famously, Emaru is fighting the guy and then he just backs off to the ledge here and dies and he passes the boss. Alright. Right, you can get a... Oh, I got that one. Spam. Yeah, playing with magic really is on easy level. Alright, let me just get some melee hits in here for the sake of it. Oh, come on. Alright, fuck you. Okay, now I'm getting too risky here. God damn it. Man, if I didn't have my magic. God damn it. What am I doing? Alright, finish him off. With the sword at least. Alright, yeah, so magic makes this game a whole lot easier. Humanity and a homeward bone. And how many... I didn't get much souls out of that. Alright, there's got to be a bonfire that leads up to this, right? What was that? What is with that sound effect? Oh! all my flitting about came to some worth there. Yeah, I think this leads down to fireplace somewhere. Oh, right. It's locked. Okay. Wait, it doesn't lead to fireplace? Oh, what's his name? Is it Solaire? No, I look pretty hollow. Yeah, Solaire, the famous character that I guess everyone loves. All right. Got a bunch of soul arrows, but all right. What's his face comes here. Oh god. Run back. Chug an Estus flask. It's locked. There's no other way out of here? I just have to rush to there we go. Get down. It's over here. There it is. There's the bonfire. I remember this part. I'm down. Oh, I can fight on here? Are you kidding me? And right trigger to kick. Interesting. Alright. Level up. One in strength, vitality, intelligence. Right. Really need to up intelligence. Get that up to like... Yeah. Actually, I'm pretty close to another level up, so burning through some souls probably is warranted. No, one more. That's one thing that I think they added in the remaster was the ability to use multiple objects in one go, so you're not constantly sitting here. Because I remember specifically like Seamus, SSOHPKC, specifically loading one of the lost soul of an soul of a lost undead, like 50 of them in his item slot, and then spending like the next 5 minutes going through all of them. Yep, with a few to spare. So what is it? Strength, endurance. Give another to dexterity. Alright, what is there to do now? Oh, wait. Dumbass. How do you sprint up this thing? Oh, this path. Come on over here, fight me. Oh, yeah, that's right. Another cheese strat is you can shoot the dragon to death. Oh, No! Fuck you. Those rats. I think I just need to go back and reset because this thing's gonna eat through my health and last a long time. Yeah, let's just go back, shall we? I keep on pressing B like that's gonna do anything, but it won't. Alright, reset the status effects. I need armor, which is what I need. Wait, I wonder, did that guy also sell some armor? I'm not sure that killed him, but he fell off. And I don't mean that as in like a creator content way he fell off. Although I would expect you to have the intelligence to, in context, understand what I meant there. Let me guess, more, yeah. That useless shit. Is there a guy down here? I don't know why I wanted to do the riposte on him. I swear it's really forgiving. For now. I don't have that many souls to work with. Purchase item. Chain helm, chain armor, leather gauntlets. Oh, yeah, I'm getting tired. I decided to beat the bull, but I call it for a night. I'll go for another 16 minutes, see what happens. This is all he has, is chain helm. Weight 3.0. So if I take this, let's see here. Do I even have those? Fuck it.
Oh, thank you very much. Come back soon.
All right. Sorcerer gauntlets. So actually a lot of things go down for increase poise. What does poise even do? But they have a higher durability. So basically everything goes down, but my bleed resistance goes up and my poise goes up. I forget what the point of poise is. All right, whatever. Oh yeah, I'm tired. Maybe I'll go for 60 more minutes. I'll commit to that and then call it a night. I want to eat some of those Giflars that I got at IKEA. It just sounds fake and all. Nope, we're not doing this. Oh wait, I thought this was a person like squatting over for some reason. Up we go. So I actually am enjoying this because there is something fun to dungeon crawlers in a sense. All right, is there another guy over here somewhere? Okay, I got the riposte on him after spamming it super hard. Whatever. Oh, god damn it, I'm poisoned again. That's exactly what I came here to... What I did the full reset for. Alright, let's just laser focus. God damn. My sword is out of my sheath. Alright. Leave. And back up again. This time, try not to get poisoned. Actually, wait. I think I know what I have to do here. It's gonna go down, but... Oh, wait. I don't have enough dexterity for either of these. Where is it? There we go. Because it gives stab. Let me guess, more hollow helm soldier helm. That's gonna absolutely suck, isn't it? Compared to, let's see here. Actually, magic defense and lightning defense go down, but my poise goes up. Okay, that actually is a slight upgrade, in all honesty. You've got to be kidding me. I refuse to learn. All right, fine. Back down again. Man, I need to figure out how to deal with these fucking rats. Jesus. Hold up. I wonder if it gets below that second bar. That, like, solid line there. Does the effect wear off? No, it keeps going. I guess it's like a threshold. You have that much, and then once you get above that bar, you have to wait till the entire bar drains down. I just realized there's another way to attack the two guys under the bridge. One goes around, go around the other way and sneak up on the guy who's in that one space, so that when if you... What am I talking about? So go around this way and get the drop on the guy who's behind here. Get stabbed. This guy's got... You gotta be kidding me. Get over here. I'm not dealing with this. Fuck you. Yeah, did I take 3 shots? Should I not have? Alright. Try and bait them. Alright. Back away. Okay. Well, made it that time. And one of them just jumped off like a fucking lemming. What the fuck was that? Beware of poison bug? It wasn't a bug, it was a rat. It's 3 rats. You've got to be kidding me. Alright. Alright, I got a bunch of Estus flags. I'm willing to explore a little while, even while I'm dying. See how bad this gets. Undead Parish. No. Well, there's nothing over there that I can go to. About up over here. Man, this poison infection is not going to go away for a long time, is it? Okay, no, it's one of these guys. Never mind, the poison got to me. You know what? It's 4 minutes out. I've had enough of this bullshit for the night, so I'm going to call it here for the night. Yeah, that'll be it for that. If maybe I'll do one last thing here and go to... No. Quit game. Yes. All right. Let me just pull up and I'll show Seamus, S-H-O-P-K-C. All right. Hold up. Find a random ass browser. I want to see where the heck he went, because like once he got to like the first main area, he just went non-stop. I need to also take out my fucking trash tonight. No, not Resident Evil. Dark Souls. So here, he did Dark Souls Remastered and Dark Souls. I don't know which one it was. All right, let me get turn off game capture, bring up Brave. I don't know, let's try Dark Souls.
How's it going, everyone? And welcome to something
All right, here's
doing for the channel ever, actually, but with me making the hardest difficulty series and
oh yeah, he did a whole series on doing super hard difficulties on stuff.
I would try it. So for the past couple days, I've been playing this, practicing, trying to get better, and learning things about the game so that when I did go into the game, I would have some idea of what I was doing, because people will castrate...
No, I think it's going to be in his Remastered series.
One of the next game I'll be doing after SpongeBob SquarePants, the obvious game to go to after SpongeBob SquarePants, Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated, longest game name in the world. Right after that,
He did Bikini Bottom Rehydrated? Damn, where did I miss that? Alright, no, he's still here, and then... Let me go to this one.
before I really go anywhere, I'm probably going to want to level up. There's a couple risky business things that I want to do before
I start going in and start doing stuff.
Right, yeah, so this is the part where he just goes around collecting shit. He goes for a while. He went further than I did.
But more importantly, I want to make a run to New Londo and pick up a Firekeeper soul. That's pretty
Oh, sorry.
beneficial for having early on. I mean, it doesn't hurt. It usually ends up in a death for me. I have to just kind of like death run it, and it can be kind of dangerous. But since it's like this early, and I should level up first before I do any of this stuff, so I don't lose any of the souls I collected. Probably go level up. And
All right.
do all this stuff that I'm talking
He did
about.
like a dex build. I forget what it is.
That's kind of always done whenever I play the game, because it does give you a little bit of a boost ever so slightly early on, especially the Firekeeper soul. I think there's a specific sword that I want to use eventually, and I think it's dex based, so I probably will mostly focus on dex. Probably mostly focus
In the previous series, he did the Uchi Katana. In this series, he does something called the Lazio or something. It's like an actual like short sword katana.
Unless they buffed resistance. Resistance is like seriously one of the worst things to level up in the game, I'm pretty sure. If I remember correctly. Unless something has changed with what people know about the game or resistance has been buffed, I'm pretty sure resistance is pretty it's pretty not good. So probably don't want to level that up, but you know, whatever. So I think early on I'll probably go for like, what does my weapon even scale off of? It's probably like strength and dex, just because of how the build is. Now I need to remember how to like do all this stuff again. Yeah, it's like a double C. That's pretty good. Double C. Nice double C scaling. Better than double E broken straight sword hilt. Well, it's not even broken, it's straight sword hilt. I don't really have anything else that I can do. Alright, so I'm gonna use my like
What did he get? A warrior?
that I found at the asylum. That might give me another level up before I go like run around and die. I'll probably end up losing that. Oh dang it! I
just-
just used it. All right.
Oh yeah.
It won't be that big of a deal, but it is potentially a little bit of a waste. So we'll put like, I don't know. We'll put a level into each of the main stats that I kind of want to focus on.
He does build up to get one spell for a heal, and that's it.
Yeah, I need. Nah, we're fine. Let me like swap that. Yep, equip load. Yeah, I'm looking for equip load. I'm looking for stamina.
All right, hold on, let me skip forward a bit.
Like the most useless area to try to run through. I don't know. This is just something that I've always done. I guess there's some items in this initial starting area that I can try to quickly get. I'm not sure exactly where they're all at, but there are some items, specifically consumable souls, that you can get. People ring-a-ling in that bell.
There's one up there.
Is Mr. Game & Watch nearby, or are people beating the gargoyles? I can't tell. Could just be a Game & Watch main.
Game & Watch?
Everyone with this stupid bell.
This came out 5 years ago.
I wouldn't be surprised.
He uploaded this 5 years ago.
I really liked how they kept changing the jump button in games for a little bit. Like, I think in Demon Souls, you couldn't even jump. Then in Dark Souls...
Oh yeah, that's right. Demon Souls, the predecessor game to this.
for Xbox. Like, hold B to run and then let go and tap it. And then I think in Dark Souls 2, they changed it again. It was like left or right stick or something to jump. I think you also had the option to change it, but it's just kind of weird how they just, like, flip-flopped on the jump button a little bit.
Who's this guy?
Stupid asshole. This guy is like a dumb asshole.
All right, skip through that. All right.
I've been watching lore videos on Souls games quite a bit, specifically at least about this game. And some of the like theories and ideas are just like they're really interesting. If you've never seen any videos about Souls game lore or Dark Souls lore, if you're interested in the game and the series, I would highly suggest looking.
I kind of really don't care about the lore.
There are some very interesting theories about stuff that are out
Maybe I
there.
should sit through and watch one
A
eventually.
lot of them make sense to me. A lot of them are just like, I don't know, those videos were just always super duper interesting. They're going to be a lot more interesting than like a generic vanilla playthrough of the game, that's for sure. So if for some reason you haven't ever checked them out or didn't know they exist, I would highly recommend that if you've got some time to spare, you check out some of those videos. I'm I'm sure people in comments. I don't really know.
Where is he going?
To like recommend for watching, because I know there's probably at least at the time there were several like bigger individuals who were doing more videos on stuff.
I swear, there's a point where he gets to some like cavern or ravine where there's a dragon. All right. All right, so he goes through the skeleton field.
But like they're really tanky and they don't really care. So I'm gonna try to zip through this cemetery, real lickety split, and just pick up like any items I can find.
Oh, there's even one further back down there that I need to get.
Which wasn't the smartest, but this is why it's a nice death run, you know. Ooh, ouch.
Oh, there's a path up here.
There we go.
You forgot how to use Estus.
But lucky. That's my luck for the rest of the year. Nice wing spear, a nice slap to my ass. Thank you. I do be loving when skeletons slap my ass. That's for sure. I'm probably gonna try to reset this, come back and grab that one item. Holy shit, that was close. I think there's another item that
Did better than me.
versions of those. Like you could
Skip forward some more.
quick inventory. I kind of want endurance. I don't know like what the threat. I think Dex is really gonna start pulling through.
You got the short sword?
More levels, and once I get a better weapon. I think 90% of my Dark Souls 3 playthrough. Wasn't there an item down here? I swear.
He's playing Dark Souls 3 at this point.
I swear I was like freaking out trying to run past like everything. Oh, they made it. I thought I was gonna. I'm like, oh well, I'm dead. Was there not an item down here? Am I crazy?
It's back a certain ways. It's back behind the stairs.
Oh, here's one.
Oh, there's that.
What is this? A caduceus round shield. I actually don't know how to say that word, but I always thought it was funny to call it caduceus.
Caduceus.
It's probably not caduceus though. If I had to guess, I don't even know how to spell it, but I always just call it the caduceus shield. Just for like ease and entertainment value. The double E. It's easy and it's entertaining. Give it a try.
Does he get another level up here?
I don't think that shield's gonna be any.
Where's the rest of the death run he's doing?
I probably should have gotten a couple more souls. Just to make sense. Or just to. So unfortunately I'm totally probably gonna lose my 69 souls here. That's just
69.
the main
Man, where in 6'9" was the fucking immature meme for my...
usually results in a death for me.
Oh man, he's all the way down at Blighttown. Or New Londo Ruins.
Ghosts and stuff.
I swear he makes it through just fine.
Can be opened with the master key. I was gonna call it the skeleton key. There's also a couple of things you can do.
Oh yeah, here he goes. Valley of
I
Drakes.
might do that too, but more importantly for most people, this leads to Blighttown. This is kind of like a shortcut into Blighttown. I would say you probably skip maybe about like a quarter to a half of it if you come this way. You skip some amounts of it, but I'm not gonna be
I swear Blighttown has like some like infamous reputation.
as much of Blighttown as I can.
Alright, hold up. Skip to the next one. Alright, skip, no talking.
And you also need these transient curse items to attack the ghosts here, but I'm pretty underleveled and pretty underpowered, so I'm not even gonna worry about that. Plus, I don't wanna waste a transient curse.
Okay, so yeah, here he is. This is why I remember this. I'm going through the field of ghosts to try and get in one item.
Enemies are really stupid. They do a ton of damage. They can go through walls. I'm actually not even sure where. I think I need to run like that way. So if I can like lure these ghosts maybe like over here. They also have like go-go gadget extendo arms for some reason.
Oh yeah.
I guess that's just the benefit of being a ghost. So we get the Firekeeper soul. Can I get out? Oh, maybe. Yep. Okay, I was struggling, panicking a little bit. Hey, I might actually get out of here without dying.
He does do it. He goes even further.
Ghost enemies, super duper annoying.
I can't wait to face those things. Yeah, chug that Estus Flax, Seamus.
To this area and getting out alive, because I think the last couple of times I've come through here, I haven't really Most of the time, it's usually just a death run. I pick up the Firekeeper.
I never changed my game to game category in Twitch.
A nice slapping, and then I go back to the bonfire, and it's all good. So.
Well, he made it.
Probably go over to the dragon area, like the Drake area, and see if I can pick up any extra items. I don't think there's anything like super good over there, but I don't know. It's just
He does die at some point to a dragon. I do remember that.
the initial starting point, and just immediately make it to like more so end game areas. Like this leads into Blighttown with the big fat. I don't know, like I don't know what they are, like butcher guys. They're just like big ol' enemies who are totally gonna beat my ass. Yeah, those.
I can't see.
Over there,
I saw something moving in the distance, but I'm not seeing him as fat.
way into Blighttown anyway. Unless for some reason I've already completed Blighttown and I wanna go in from this way for some reason. So there might be.
See, there's an item all the way in the distance over there.
Making it through Blighttown initially, I will not be taking that shortcut. But if you are having some issues with Blighttown, that little shortcut right there might help you out a little bit. I would recommend.
Look at that dragon.
Blighttown though. Blighttown is a very interesting.
Oh, he's not going for him? Oh, there's one back there.
Oh man, someone got up there. Ow! Come on. I always like the out of reach messages people end up getting.
That is funny that you can get a message all the way up there.
I'm pretty sure if you take some of the items from this dragon, he wakes up and gets mad. He'll probably kill you.
So go further, try and find better items.
Here? At this point, it's just basically like, I'm gonna die eventually. So I kind of just want to pick up.
So there's like baby drakes over here.
These drakes, all of this is kind of like mid-end game stuff. Like, this stuff will probably kill me in like 1 or 2 hits. There's also like this whole area over here. I forgot about this area. There's actually like a way to get out of here over here. And I think it leads into
Damn, what is this place?
basin question mark? Like, it's so wild just where you can go in the beginning of this game.
God, I have to remember some of this bullshit.
And when I first tried playing this game, like, I don't know, 8 years ago or so, I was just very confused. Like, I never made it over here because I just never, I'm not even gonna fucking rest at that, honestly. I never really made it out of here because I never really knew how to get to here from this area.
Darkroot Basin.
Black Knight here. There's another item. I'm just gonna turn around. Oh, someone resting at the bonfire. I guess I could try to.
Alright, he's back down. Let's see how far this. I just want us to get to the point where he dies, and then I'm done for the night.
Around a little bit. Doing a couple crazy, riskier runs to get some items that may or may not matter.
Okay, there's one.
There's a bunch of
Brigand.
right there. All right. I don't know if I'm gonna use any of it, but there's also a ladder over here if I can even climb up it. All right.
Oh my god, he still makes it.
I thought I was dead there for sure.
He just keeps going.
Dead here. I guess I could homeward bone out, but it really what am I gonna homeward bone for? Because I don't want to die. Red tearstone ring, that doesn't help.
I thought that said testosterone ring.
View. Oh, look at this. It's pretty nice. Nice big castle. Well, I got a nice crew down there waiting for me. Not sure what else the point of any of this is. I'm probably
Jump down and slash him.
like, no way I'm really getting out of that. So. Oh shit! I actually lived. What? Oh no! He pushed me with his weight. Oh come on.
Oh, that was a very ignominious way to die.
I was like, oh,
You
I'm
get-
gonna live, and then I got caught by his wing hitbox. Spun down. And
That is stupid. Alright, that's enough for the night. So, this was really my main. I've seen more of people play through Dark Souls than I have played through it myself. So, going back to good old SSOH PKC, what was his last video? It was 3 years ago. He was playing Pokemon. Now, Seamus has said that his channel started with Mario hacks and it will end with Mario hacks, and he hasn't done a Mario hack video to end it. Oh my god, he's on Twitter. Does that even still exist? Let's see if I can find him. He hasn't spoken since April 17, 2021, and his last posts were on January 3rd, 2022. What about replies? Nope, that's the last we heard of him. Things definitely moved around since then. The creatures went on her, he left. It was actually a weird point that he started uploading videos again. Whatchamacallit? When I started uploading videos again, when I was doing junior officer of the deck school in Norfolk. It's just like one day all of a sudden he starts uploading again, and everyone was like saying, oh my god, it's Return of the King. So yeah, Seamus was definitely a part of my childhood growing up. I will say childhood. I picked him up, started watching his stuff around like middle school. I remember him playing through Halo. I was watching plenty of walkthroughs back then because it was my main way to actually experience games back then, because I only had like a GameCube at one point. In any case, that's a little bit more about me and my history. So now I'm following in his footsteps in a sense. Well, he uploads videos, but nowadays you can't just upload raw videos. There's just too much. There's not a glut, but there is way too much content out there. So just randomly uploading your playthroughs, I could just do that. That would be easy, but wouldn't necessarily be the best experience. You've got to find stuff, cut it down, and then find new material, cut it down, get to the interesting bits, cut out the fat. May not necessarily cut the fat. How does the metaphor work? Because the fat provides flavor in food. So is the interesting bits in the content the meat or the fat? And honestly, it should be kind of both, because you need both for it to work. All right, enough with this analysis.